You won't see me. You'll just see the machine because I kind of decided at the last minute to even finish this dress. So here we go. So I have it in the foot, and the way you get it in the foot is you cut your hem about 1/4 inch longer than you want it to be. And I have it pressed here, but you don't have to press it with this foot. I press it for cutting purposes. And then you kind of angle it in like this to get it under the roll piece of the foot there, under this little piece here. And it will kind of do the work for you. Sorry, I hit the camera. And then what I do, you'll see what I do is I kind of keep it up at an angle, and I keep my finger under here to make sure it keeps rolling for me. I'm going to stop there and show you what I've done so far. I did quite a bit of this. This is rather long. But there it is right there. There's the hem right there. I think you can see it. It's really narrow. So I'm just going to continue. And then there's another trick that I'll talk about right here. So right here, let me put it up a little bit more. So right here, you can see I kind of cut that at an angle there. What I did is this is where one of the seams was. So I reinforced that seam and cut this edge away a little bit, just a little bit, so that when I get under the foot, I don't have this bulk under the foot, just a little bit there. And when I say a little bit, I cut really close to my stitch line. So here we go. See how I kind of keep that up? You can hear it going over that stitch, which is fine. I keep it at an angle, and I keep my finger kind of under it a little bit. So I'm working with the roll edge on a curved seam, on a curved hem. There's no way I would have done this without this foot. It's just better to do it this way. The nice thing is that the dress kind of angles up toward the waist, tucks under, comes back out, and goes around the hem. The nice thing is that that's all one piece. So that makes my life a little bit easier in getting this dress done. I haven't been on here in a while. Had a lot of life issues to get through, and things are getting better. So you will see more of me. So right there, I don't know if you saw it, but it kind of slipped from under the roll. So I'm going to let the foot up with my needle down and just sneak it back up under that roll and let the foot back down. And now I can continue. So you do have to watch it. I mean, you don't have to watch it carefully. But again, it's better if you can keep your finger under there to help it roll and keep it kind of up at an angle. Like up, not this far up, but up. And then when I'm done, I can call my client and say, your dress is ready. It slipped out again because I pulled back that way. So don't pull back that way. Make sure you keep everything going to your left. And sometimes I laugh about this foot and say you have to hold your mouth right too. Not really true, but a little bit of concentration is required. I meant to time this and see how long it actually takes to do this, but I don't know. I think the tail of this entire tail all the way around is about 120 inches. So a little bit of work. And right here again is where I clip that curve. Not the curve, but clip that seam really close to the stitch line. I don't care if this seam goes this way or that way. I'm not going to try and force it one way or the other. I'm just going to let it roll on its own. And then, of course, when I'm done, I'll give it a nice little press. And because this is a good client, I may press the whole dress for her. We'll see. We'll see about that. But I will definitely press where I'm stitching. I'm going to get my pointer out and try and show you something without bumping the camera. Okay, this is my turn tool I'll use as a pointer. So here's the roll of the foot, and then you got this little piece that jags out, and that's where the top of this part of the dress needs to lay on. And you can tell, you know when you're off, when you can see that piece exposed. There it is under there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. this hem that you're turning needs to stay on top of that. So let's continue. And again, try to keep it up. I know we're used to sewing flat. I'm sewing flat. I keep pulling it back down, but I'm trying to remember to keep it up. I just did a pair of pants the same way that were Georgette, and they were lined with, I don't know, maybe a lightweight satin they were lined with. And I did that hem the same way. It's better than putting it on the serger and having the weight of the three serger threads in there. So I just did this. And I see some other curling going on here, so I'm going to raise this foot up for just a second and get that back down, and keep going. That's why I say you need a little bit of concentration. You don't want the whole thing rolling on you too much. But there's our seam so far. It's actually looking really good. You can see it right there. It looks really good. It's nice and narrow. It doesn't add weight to the dress. If you did a wider hem, you would add weight to the bottom of the dress. And you want this particular dress to keep flowing as she moves. So see there, I had to do that again because it got up under that foot. So I'm going to do a little bit of maneuvering here to get it back under. Let me see. I think I'm going to use tweezers to get it under there because I don't want to take it off the machine entirely. So I'm just going to use my tweezers and get it back up under there. I lost track of it when I was showing you the finished hem. And again, that's okay. See how I tucked it under there? Now I'll let the foot down and continue. I do want to look back here and see if I missed anything. It did not miss, so we're good. Oh, I'm almost at the end. I guess I did more than I thought I did before I came on live, but we're at the end. So when I get to the end, I'm just going to stitch a few stitches over my starting point, and it will be done. There's my starting point. I'm done. I'm not going to back stitch because I stitch over those stitches. I'm going to cut my thread. I have my snips close by. I'm going to cut away my little tail over thread here and any other things that I see. And then what I like to do is, or what I always do, is I go back and check all the way around this hem. So let's take a look and make sure we didn't miss anything. I'm going to put a pin where I started so I know I don't have to circle back again. So that's where we're starting. Then I'm just going to check. Make sure everything is caught, nothing's poking out. It looks really good. It looks really good. It looks really good, you guys. I'm always happy when things turn out right. And sometimes they don't, and you just have to redo a portion or redo the whole thing. These stitches are they're 2.4, so if I had to take them out or any of them out, it would be an easy job to get them out. You can do, if you have a knit that you're doing the same thing with, you can change that stitch to a tiny zigzag stitch. So you can actually use this foot with a zigzag stitch. Just kind of test your stitch and make sure it's not too wide or too narrow. But yeah, I'm happy with this. Let's see if we can get all the way around here. Okay, so this is the lining actually. And then we're back to the dress itself. So I think you can see the difference there. We got matte and shine. So the matte is the lining and this is the dress itself. And there's my pin where I started. I tend to do that a lot with pins. If I have a whole trail of stuff I need to wind my way through, I'll put a pin so I know where I started at and where I can stop at rather than going all the way back around again. But that's that. So the only thing I have left to do on this dress